Hey there. Didn't see ya. Welcome. Hey, my name's Maddie. I'm 20 years old and, alright, am I 20? And I am here to start a YouTube channel. No one knows who I am. I'm Maddie, for those of you who don't know me. There's probably about 6 people in this world who know who I am. So hello, YouTube world. My name is Maddie. I am here to bring you happiness. I live in good old Utah of the USA. Country. I'm just trying to think of a USA song to sing there. I couldn't think of one clearly. Today, we're gonna do an intro video of who I am, cause there's probably about 10 people in this world that actually know me and know about me. So we're gonna do a little Q&A sesh, get to know me, so you can know who you're watching and know who you're loving, know who you're falling in love with. Ready? Set? Here we go. So to start off my journey of life, I was born in Oregon, then I went to Idaho, and then I moved to Utah. So my ethnic background is very diverse, as you can tell, staying all up in the corner of the United States. Even though I've just lived in this little corner of the United States, I have traveled to China 2 times. I went with a group called Impact China, and the first time I went with my 2 good friends from high school, and it was 2 winters ago, and then I went 2 summers ago as well for the second time. I went to Beijing, I went to Shanghai, I went to Zhengzhou, Taiyuan, Maybao, and another city that I can't remember or pronounce, but it doesn't matter because you guys don't know what it either is. My biggest goal in life, or my biggest dream, is to travel to India. And I've had this weird obsession with India since I was like 7th grade, so what is that? 12, yeah? And I don't know, I just became fascinated with the culture and the history and the colors and the foods and the people. And so I don't know, when I was little I filled up this entire notebook. It's called The Magical Book of India. It's probably somewhere under my bed, and it's just a notebook filled up with things about India. So that's my biggest dream in life, is to go to India. After I've accomplished that, my next goal is to travel to all the countries in Asia, because I have just this fascination with Asian culture now that I've been to China, and I want to go to India so bad, so I just feel like going to all the countries in Asia would be the jam. Also, my home dog Gandhi is the realest MVP. I in fact have a picture of him in my bedroom under a sign that says friends. So he just has a place in my heart, so India has a place in my heart. I am currently a daycare teacher, and I've been working at this particular daycare I'm at right now for almost a year. It'll be a year in the middle of October. For 8 years I've been doing childcare, so I'm very well knowledgeable in the baby department. I'm also doing online school right now through IDI, which is International Doula Institute, where I'm going to become a certified trained doula by the end of this year. And a doula, for everyone besides the 2 people who know what that is, a doula is basically a birthing coach and a helper to the mom after she's had a baby. So that's what I'm going to be doing at the end of this year, but right now I'm a daycare teacher and I get to work with little babies and little 2s and 3s and 4s and then school age, who ruined all my self-esteem in life. I am the youngest of 4 kiddos to my parents. I'm the youngest, and then there's a sister above me, and then a brother, and then another sister. And my oldest sister lives far away from me in Iowa, and she has 7 children. My brother lives in Missouri, also very far away, with his 2 kids. And my sister lives right up the road here in good old Utah with her 2 kids as well. I am the baby. I'm the single Pringle that is 20 and still living with my mom. And I'm single and have no kids, so I'm thriving in life. But I don't necessarily need to have babies because I got 12 nieces and nephews. I work with kids every single day at work. And I'm studying as a job to be around babies and mothers who've had babies. So, baby life, I'm around it all the time. Oh, another fun fact. I am 6 foot.
She's not lying.
Okay, so this book I just bought today from Target. 3,000 questions about me. And what better way to introduce myself than to open to a random page and pick the 4th one from the top on the right. How good are you at fixing things, and what specifically are you handy at? I'm good at fixing kindergartners' friendships. I work mainly with kindergarten age children at work, and when they come to me screaming, Miss Hunt, he's called me stupid, he hit me, she bleh. I'm really good at fixing, you know, their bond and their friendship. I would not call that being handy, because I feel like that's borderline inappropriate. Question number 828. Do you have a favorite YouTube channel? What is it? I do. Who's my favorite? I would probably have to say either David or Colleen. David Dobrik or Colleen Bollinger. Colleen, I've been a Miranda Sings fan since I was in like 5th grade. Also, I'd love to meet David.
So he can give you a car?
So he can give me a Tesla. We're gonna go to another page. We're gonna do the 7th from the bottom on the left page. What is something you'd like to grow instead of buying? A garden, like fruits and veggies, because me and my grandpa actually talked about starting a garden next spring, so hit that like button if you want to see some garden making with me and my G-pop. But no, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I think that growing them would be super cool, and it's cheaper. Like, I don't got money to go buy stuff. Why do you think I started a YouTube channel? New page! What do you think about the sound of your voice, and what do you think you sound like? I hate the sound of my voice, which makes this awful to start a YouTube channel. Because I sound like a man. And not even an attractive man like Brock O'Hearn. I don't sound like him. I sound like a 40-year-old dad who has not yet gone through puberty, but he's old, you know? It's bad. Next question. Let's do this one. When you're feeling sick, what makes you feel better? So I don't eat gluten or dairy because it messes with my gut and my skin. But when I was younger, I would always ask my mom to get me the biggest box of Goldfish crackers and 10 or 12 bottles of blue Gatorade. So every time I was sick, my mom would go to the store and she would know to get me blue Gatorade and Goldfish. Like in freaking huge amounts. Now it's just Gatorade and I watch YouTube, so that makes me feel better. Next question.
Reminder, hydrate.
Hydrate! Sponsored by water. I got this bottle for, I think this bottle was $6. It's 77 ounces and it keeps water real cold and it's real good, and I've dropped it 3 times already. But has it cracked or dented like a hydro flask? No. Next question! Let's go to question 1. What is your idea of perfect like hippie music playing? My idea of perfect happiness would be all my family and friends are taken care of. Because I'm a little worry bee and I worry about all my friends and family, and so like knowing that they're all taken care of and they're happy is probably what would bring me perfect happiness. You know? Proms. Oh, Maddie, you're so giving. No, I'm not. Shut up. Beatles or Rolling Stones? Beatles. My dad would say the Rolling Stones, but the Beatles. Have you ever found an unlikely ally? If so, who? I don't really have that many friends. So I have like 5 friends. So an unlikely ally? Alex. No, he's a friend. Actually, that's kind of true. I have a friend named Alex who, when I first met him and his brother, I was like, oh, these guys are like way too cool. Like I met him in church and I was like, oh, these guys are just like way too cool. Like look at them and they're like cute, nice floral ties. And they had like this little posse and they're all like Hispanic and they all speak Spanish? They all speak Spanish and they're all like super cool, and like there was like 4 of them at the beginning and they're just like they're all very attractive, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like these guys are never gonna, like whatever, like they're like the popular group in this church. You know, we all have those in high school. But then eventually the friends started leaving and it was just him and his brother, and then I eventually started talking to Alex. Now me and him are like super tight. We're like home dogs. And me and his brother Carlos, oh, we're so tight. So that's probably an ally that I didn't think I'd be friends with. 1,385. Describe your mood right now using 1 word. jittery. Next, how would you like to die? In my sleep, as an old lady, curled up next to my husband. Because I better die before my husband. Dying of old age, like, oh, I'm so old. Last breath, dead. That's the way I want to go. I know the one way I don't want to die though, drowning, because water is my favorite thing in the whole world. Have you ever tried a savory pie? If so, what kind? Like a chicken pot pie? I've had that.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken pot pie. What is one thing in your life you can't make a decision on? Answering this question. Well, for the longest time, I could not make a decision on what I wanted to do after high school. Because when I was in high school, like when junior year, end of junior year rolled around, everyone was like freaking out. Oh my gosh, what college am I going to go to? What am I going to do? Where am I going to live? Blah, 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 blah. And I didn't know what the crap I was going to do. And I was like freaking out for a good year. That's why senior year was literal hell for me. But now that I figured out what I'm going to do with my life, I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty good at making decisions on everything. I don't feel like I've really gotten stuck. Ever since figuring out what I'm going to do with my life after high school, I don't, that's a lie. Dating in general, okay, that's what we're going to go with. Answer to not being able to decide on what to do or decide like a solution to my problem or this situation, dating. Whether to go on this date, whether to ask this guy out again, whether to tell him I like him, whether to be his girlfriend, whether to kiss him, it just, all of that I can never make a decision on. So, until I find someone I can make a decision on, I'm going to be here. Waiting. Okay. That's all the questions I'm going to answer because I love talking about myself, but it's super awkward doing it in front of a camera when there's a person behind the camera as well watching you. So we're going to end it here. This is my channel. It's going to grow. It's going to be weird. It's going to develop, but hopefully you laughed a little. As long as I can make every person laugh this much, we're good. If you want to share this video, share it. If you want to like it, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to comment, you should comment. I hope you enjoyed this, getting to know me, and you have a not jittery day. Because apparently I am having one. Goodbye. Me
You.
plus you equals happiness. I'm the youngest. Wait, what was I doing the other day?
You can't see me.
You can't see me. Keep looking at my vagina. Oh my gosh.
Put that in slow motion.
My aspiration in life is to be happy. That's the beginning of a Beyonce song. Like Brock O'Hearn. If you know who that is, you're thriving in life. If you don't, we need to talk. He's beautiful. I could be a mermaid. Fun fact, that's what my superpower would be if I could have a superpower. I'd be a mermaid. Who fights crime. I'd be a female version
Like
of Aquaman.
Aquaman?
Nice.